Ooh. Sunny D. I like Sunny D. There's coffee. Screw this. Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Indian again. I know I've been doing a lot of vlogs lately, but I got a lot to say and, trying to set up for some other stuff. I don't like leaving videos that are too short like they have been lately. I think, one of my longest videos as of lately is 6-7 minutes long, something like that. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I like to have consecutive video that'll keep you entertained for a good 15 minutes. That way, you get to at least enjoy part of your day. You watch 2 or 3 of my good videos, the long ones, and now you can go to work, you're in a good mood, or you can go hang out with your parents that drive you nuts or whatever. Doing a lot of research since everything that went down yesterday at court over a simple garbage ticket, which was taken care of. Just, we got code enforcement that doesn't do their job, and then we got a judge, which is like every judge in the world, that, if they get pissed off, everybody that day goes to jail. It shouldn't be up to whether or not the judge is in a good mood, he's tired, he's cranky, he's hungry, he's whatever. It should matter whether or not the punishment fits the fucking crime. Alright, and, having an innocent man who did exactly what he was supposed to do and still got boned for it, going to jail. I mean, that's exactly what happened yesterday. My dad and I go to court, and all of a sudden the judge is like, oh, well, I told you all this before. Dude, we didn't even get a warning about it, and the garbage is picked up. There is no garbage back there. Most of the time, I put my garbage in my garage. But, that's here nor there. They put him in jail, and we got him out. We made sure we took care of everything that we had to, but it's still bullshit. We shouldn't have had to go through that just because the judge is in a bad mood or whatever the case may be. I stand strong in I'm free. That's the way it should be. I stand strong on amendment rights. I stand strong on police and judges and people in general sticking to what they say and what they oath, alright? The policeman, the police officer, they all have an oath, and I'm pretty sure you need to be sworn in under another oath to become a judge or a lawyer or whatever. Doctors take oaths and everything else, So, I mean, these are people we're supposed to look up to and rely on, yet they're the people that screw us the most. I looked up Hazel Park Police on YouTube just to see if there was really anything, and there is some things. Alright, we do have a couple asshole cops here, and you know what? I don't blame them. Their job is very complicated, okay? You got young punks trying to fucking do stupid shit, and it does get exhausting, okay? But come at it from a different point of view. If you're somebody who's just walking, or you happen to go by a place, wrong time, whatever, all of a sudden these cops get all uppity-buppity, who the fuck are you, blah, blah, blah. By law, you do not have to state your name. By law, you don't have to say shit. Plead the Fifth Amendment, bro. Silence. That's how it is. But, me personally, I will cooperate with you, okay? But if you're acting like a dick to me, by law, I don't have to show you my ID unless I am being detained. And in order for me to be detained, I have to be under suspicion of what crime. And they have to answer me. They have to. If I am being detained, they have to tell me why. If I ask for their name or their badge number, they have to tell me why. By law. Know your fucking rights, people. Alright, I'm gonna get really big on this. And there are a couple other YouTubers out there that do just that. They try to educate you on your rights and everything else. And I urge you to go find them. Go watch them, alright? Simple rights, alright? We got a guy here in Hazel Park that did the First Amendment test. Freedom of press, man. He's allowed to record whatever he wants. Yes, they can ask him what he's doing, because that is abnormal, okay? Douchebag walking around with a fucking camera. Okay, we're getting people recording the police station, For all we know, as people, even as an officer, I could see where they would get kind of weirded out by that. Why are you filming us? Are you casing this building? Are you planning on breaking in? Are you planning on putting a bomb? Are you planning on shooting up? Are you planning on doing God knows what there? Alright, and we, as a people, encourage them to protect us from things like that. Like, yeah, all right. And cops do overstep their bounds quite a bit. I will give you that, all right? But there are some good cops here. All right, Hazel Park's just one place, all right? I study Hazel Park because, well, that's where I live, all right? I'm not going to tell you exactly where. If you pay attention or you know me personally, you already know. So, but, it just, maybe, all right, yes, I'm all for filming and making sure these cops stay straight, but if maybe they don't feel so pressured by people like us, then maybe they won't mess with us as much, Like, everywhere's got bad cops. I understand that. And as much as I believe that these cops should be reprimanded and their badges stripped, like, most of these guys, most people who become cops, theoretically, all right, in a statistic poll, okay, they're the kids that got picked on. They're the kids that got bullied. They're the ones that never had people like we do nowadays to stand up for them, okay? I mean, we got TV shows about beating up bullies. We got football players beating up bullies for picking on some nerdy kid, okay? Everybody's trying to get the fuck along, and I mean, a lot of it's, like, Disney Channel has their whole, peace thing that they got going on, and I mean, Nickelodeon's got the whole anti-bullying message in, like, every other TV show that they have. And, yeah, I'm pouring coffee. Yeah. Second pot today? I drank a lot of coffee. But, that's just, it's stupid, all right? I was bullied as a kid, and then I got bigger. I got stronger. I got smarter. And not only did I learn to stand up, but if they didn't back down from me standing up, like theoretically would normally happen, a bully's picking on you, it's just because you let them, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing for cops. If you stand up to them and let them know that you know your rights, usually they will back down because they don't want to catch it, especially if they're on camera. All right, because we, the people, pay taxes, and taxes help pay them. All right, they are our employees. Okay, every taxpayer in the world, wherever there are cops and there's taxpayers, we are their bosses, okay? Yes, they have a certain code. They're supposed to protect us and da-da-da-da-da-da. But our forefathers said those who give freedom for security deserve that, all right? You don't deserve freedom if you do. I do not give up my freedom for security, okay? I can protect my damn self, all right? I'm not stupid. I know how to handle myself. I've done plenty of things in my lifetime to learn how to avoid a fight or walk away from a fight. But if I really need to protect myself, I can. All right? And I don't want to fight people anymore. I prefer to use my brain and reach out to people, okay? If I'm going to become a target, I'm going to become a target that booms throughout the whole United States. Fuck, throughout the whole world. I'd prefer the whole world to know my damn story and know that with my brain I accomplished such a big rift in the peaceful water that is the police station that they end up getting reprimanded for it. Whether I die, or I get thrown in jail, or I just flat out fucking disappear because I said something about the wrong fucking guy. The CSI, or fucking CIA busted through my door, fucking took me without fucking anybody noticing, whatever. Whatever fucking happens to me. I prefer to know that I have my brain functioning on the internet, explaining to you guys what the fuck's going on. Yes, I love being a comedian. Yes, I love playing around because life is very, very short. But I'm going to be focusing most of my vlogs on shit like police and corruption and how the judicial system works and how the criminal mind really thinks and what police can do to better handle it. For example, cop killing in the United States is at an all-time high. You know what cops do in Canada? All right, if a cop fires even a bullet out of his gun, all right, there has to be a full-on investigation on why that bullet left that chamber. A full-on investigation. Not to mention, cops in Canada, for example, are trained not only to, when having to fire, to not make it a lethal shot, but a Canadian cop, which is how it should be for everybody, I don't care who you are, is trained where major arteries are, not to hit them, but to avoid them. And I mean, there's a show about this. It's called Flashpoint. All right, seen him when I was coincidentally in jail. Figure that. But it was bullshit traffic, bullshit, and I just sat there for like 20 days. It was all whatever. God, I love coffee. Anyways, so that's what's going on here. I mean, you get a full report just because you shot a bullet. It doesn't even matter if it hit anybody. If it leaves your gun, you have to make a full-on report and an investigation happens on why that particular bullet left your gun. That's amazing. That's the way it should be. Hello, America. That's the way it should be. All right? We should not be training bullies to carry guns with a badge. We should not be even remotely afraid of cops, okay? And we should not be afraid of a judge who maybe he stubbed his toe this morning when he got out of bed. Now guess what? Fucking 15 to 20 people go to jail before fucking lunch because he stubbed his toe. And then he goes home to his slob-ass wife, whatever, up in the fucking hills somewhere, fucking got blue balls the size of King Kong, all right, and he gets a blowjob. Now all of a sudden, after lunch comes around, he comes back in that courtroom fucking smiling, and come 4 o'clock, nobody else goes to jail but the first 15 people who have the stupidest, littlest charges, like kid got caught trespassing and he took a picture of himself. Okay, bullshit. Now he's in jail for 90 days just because he trespassed. It's his first offense, whatever. All right, and then you got a guy who robbed a fucking liquor store and shot at the liquor store clerk, okay? And he's getting off with a pushed back date, or he's going probation with anger management, blah, blah, blah. This is how the fuck the system works, okay? These judges pick and choose when they're in a good mood, who goes and who stays, all right? Maybe if these judges would actually do what the fuck they're supposed to do, have a biased fucking opinion, completely fucking neutral, all right? A judge is supposed to be Switzerland. Every fucking case, you hear one side, you hear the other side, you go, okay, this is your first offense, you take everything into account. The fact that, yeah, maybe he's just a young punk who didn't know where the fuck he was. Okay, I understand that, alright? Putting a guy in jail for smoking a cigarette without having an ID or being a couple days underage, that, believe it or not, is actually a pretty hefty fine for whoever has the nicotine underage. And he can spend up to 10 days in jail. Why are you going to fill up our county system and our whole penal system with petty bullshit like that to make a point? Oh, that ought to learn you. What, that ought to learn that I should only smoke in my fucking house where pigs can't fucking see me and pick on me because they have a god complex? See what I'm saying here? Like, smarten up. Fucking look at this shit. I mean, if I had the power, which, I mean, I guess technically I do, but not me solely. If I had the power to take every judge and put them in front of me and evaluate how their lives go, okay, I wouldn't put a motherfucker to be a judge who's got money, who's, looking to make bank. No, I want that motherfucker who was like a B average student, maybe B, C, not a straight A guy, fucking hit the books nerdy motherfucker who just wants power. No, you don't want the fucking nerds. You want that Joe Schmo dude who got awards for helping people, who went out of his way to make this world a little bit better than the fucking filth puke it is, alright? Somebody who's willing to fucking get his hands dirty and really figure out the story, really evaluate a story, okay? And I'm not saying me, I'd make a horrible judge. I'd be like, yeah, no, I don't like your face. You're going to jail. Or, something petty would be like that. And cops would be screwed if I was a judge. Because they'd be like, okay, I'll hear both sides of the story, and if I think the cop's being a douchebag even in the fucking littlest bit, and I mean, I'd review his camera on his dashboard, I'd get both sides of the story, and I want that shit in detail. I'd make him tell it to me like 3-4 fucking times to see if it fucking even changes an inkling. And review it, and I'd probably send the cop to jail, just because I'm a dick. But that's what I'm saying. People need to wake up and not fear these fucking people because their jobs depend on us. All right? I don't condone doing drugs illegally. I don't condone breaking into places. I don't condone spray painting buildings and defiling property. No, I'm not saying that, but it would make a real fucking difference to the whole world if everybody would just stop and think, okay, I'm not just worried about me anymore. I'm worried about my community. I want my shit to look good. Okay, And that's how it works. I mean, if you get into a house that's fucking falling apart, your best bet's to fucking fix that fucker. You know? It'll work out better for you. Alright? It really will. You know, and I know a lot of people don't agree with my language on this channel, and it's not that I have a lack of vocabulary. I actually have a very big vocabulary. I just choose not to use it because I don't just want people with an education to understand me. I want everybody to understand me. I want your 6-year-old little baby to understand what I am saying. All right? And it's not because I think that I should corrupt the younger age or whatever. No, I'm saying I want everybody to know. That way, when they do get of age to do something about it, that they do something about it. I want those potential judges, lawyers, cops, and everything else to know what the fuck we are going through right now, so they don't turn around and continue the cycle tomorrow. Alright? That's all I'm gonna fucking say, man. That's all I'm gonna do. So, keep an eye out. There is some funny stuff coming at the castle episodes and stuff. I'm just trying to get some stuff around. I'm actually doing a lot of renovations to my own home, and I'm getting a lot of stuff done, and I'm trying to work everything into a schedule. I've had to move around a lot. So, but more funny stuff is coming. Some bad stuff happened. So, you know, I got a couple guys that are like, so I gotta go fix them because that's what brothers do. And, you know, just stop being so serious about stuff. And parents who censor cartoons, like from the 90s and shit, because it supports bad habits or whatever, it's a cartoon. Get over it. You grew up on it, and now you're gonna bitch about it. Like, you enjoyed those when you were 5 too, alright? Don't want to hear about it. Alright? Don't be so serious, alright? If you don't want your kid to turn out like a bad influence from watching TV, don't let him watch TV. Tell him to go outside. Come back in when the street lights are on, because that's what my folks did to me, and guess what? I'm perfectly fine. I didn't think no cartoons had nothing in it until I was older, and I enjoyed life. I grew up outside. That's where I was supposed to be, alright? When you're a little kid, you're supposed to get lots of fucking fresh air. That's how it is. So, I'm Indian. Keep it brutal. Like and subscribe. You never know what's going to come up here, alright? Right now, it could be something serious. In 5 minutes, I could have some random video of some dude farting his way to the fucking grocery store in a go-kart. You never know. Keep it brutal. Hey, do you remember that one vlog that I did about stalking people on Facebook, and how I gave you a story about my uncle and his fucking soon-to-be or ex-wife or whatever you want to call her? Well, guess what? She decided to try to get a hold of me again, alright? Now, I warned her. I did it on a video. Do not talk to me, don't friend request me, just leave me the fuck alone, stay off my fucking page. I gave full-fledged warning, and I did not give out her name. And I reported her today, because she tried to friend request me. So, if you see a girl with red hair, kind of fucked up face, in fact, here's a picture. Avoid her at all cost. Her name's Holly. She goes by Dragon Lady. Okay? If you see a girl named Holly with a pit bull in her picture, or an ugly chick with red hair, or whatever color hair she fucking has, and you are a juggalo in the community, alright, you'll see her floating around here with some fucking douchebag that goes, and he's some kind of fucking juggalo, I forgot what he calls himself, but either way, be on the lookout, alright? She's a gold digger, alright? She wants money, she wants young buff guys when she looks like a fat sloppy pig. In fact, I'm not even gonna disgrace the pig like that, because pigs are bacon, and bacon is delicious, and this bitch is not. She's like fucking old moldy cheese. Flat the fuck out. Remember that. Avoid that bitch at all cost. Remember. Last message. Deuces.